Okay, Taurus, it is your turn. Let's see what's going on for you. This reading is for Taurus, Sun, Rising, and North Node. This is a spring forecast. It does have something to do, it has everything to do with your mission and purpose, your karmic mission on this earth, on this path. So let's see where we go. If you don't know anything about your North Node, I have put together a little bundle of classes. There's a link below for that, or you can join my birth chart mastery class, and I talk about North Node all the time. It's what you're here to do on this planet, and a lot of you have asked me about that, so that's why I'm doing that group. Okay, forgiveness. Excellent, excellent. Forgiveness. Intuition. That's beautiful. Pray. Okay. So a lot of things are opening up for you, Taurus, and this does feel kind of like a magical time to me. It may look from the outside world, to people in the outside world, it may not look very good to them, but it's feeling good to you. What I mean by that is you're going through a lot of upgrades, a lot of changes, and it's not linear. It's not something that, you can just be like, okay, check the box on this thing, on this piece of growth, and now I'm moving to this next thing. It doesn't work like that. And there is something that has been either sticking in your craw or something that needs to be put to rest. That's the forgiveness piece. And I do feel that you have a special connection to God right now. For some reason, this is a time period. Oh, I know why. We have the North Node in your sign. The North Node is in your sign right now until this summer when it moves into Aries. The North Node always goes in retrograde and it stays in a sign about 18 months. So you have experienced your North Node activation for the past year. And that's divine timing. All right, so let's see where we go with your spring forecast reading. All right, underneath is the Nine of Swords, and I am seeing the Hermit. I do feel like this is it could have been a start of a journey last year or something like that, but this is definitely healing. I don't know why the bottom of the deck is speaking so loudly to me. Ace of Cups, and there you are, the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, wow, wait a second before I put that down. There's your card, Taurus. So this does seem to me like it's been going on for a long time, that there's been feel like there's no rhyme or reason to things or whatever, and now things are starting to make sense. I do feel like somebody is leaving you behind, or you're leaving somebody behind, and not in an angry way or anything like that. It's just a time the parting of the ways may happen. I feel like there's a lot of healing here. Energetically, you may be preparing to move on from a situation, and that is very healing. So I do like that. Page of Pentacles, anchored down by the Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing, no question about it. This is a big time. Eight of Swords, anchored down by the Seven of Pentacles. Ten of Cups, anchored down by the Knight of Cups. Really sort of focusing on that Ace of Cups a little bit. Hanged Man, Six of Wands, Ten of Swords. All right, I can't let that sit there. Judgment. Okay. So I feel like what's happening for you is there's a sense of finality about something. There's also a sense of stepping into a new portal. Big change is happening here, and the Wheel of Fortune is divine timing. It is about what is next, what's upcoming next, and how you look at an ending to a relationship or something that you're moving beyond. It's just sort of like it's time. There's no angst, there's no anger. I feel like you may have been feeling this come for a long time. So there is a kind of finality to it. Come here, you. Forgiveness. And this sense of it opening you up So even though this does feel like very final, something is done, very done, and it may be with a relationship, it's just sort of like it's the time is for it to go. All right. And however that works, the time is for you to move on. Okay. I don't think you see the enormity of this right now. That it can feel a little process oriented. That, well, it's time for me to graduate, or it's time for me to move on from this job. I'm having a lot of uh, pent up stuff in here, and I do feel like there's a lot for you to say. It's not that there's anger or anything. It's like there's so much for you to say. There's so much for you to tell somebody, or be like in that place of understanding, suddenly understanding why this all was like it was. It's just like this, oh my God, this is why this has to happen right now. This is why, this choice didn't work. And this is why this is working. And this is what, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's all suddenly so clear. There's a lot to say. And there's a lot of wisdom that's being transmuted in you right now. I do see the healing energy. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Virgo, a Sag. Yeah, Aquarius, Sag, Virgo. This is definitely a crossroads. And I almost feel like the person you're leaving behind, this may be you leaving your old self behind, or you leaving behind somebody that this is the time it comes to fruition. It just comes to completion. It's very obvious to you that it's, the tens are here and the Wheel of Fortune. It's very obvious that the end is nigh. Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this person's got other things to do, probably spiritually, maybe not physically, but it's definitely spiritually. Could be physically, Three of Pentacles. If this is like a business partner moving on or something like that, they have other fish to fry. They have other things that they have to go toward. So it's just a natural ending. What's going to be so interesting about this is that I do think you're seeing both the massive positives about this and the negatives at the same time. You're seeing that, wow, now I can go in this direction where it wasn't really on my path before. Wow, now I can kind of express myself in a different way, or I can, go back to college, or I could do something that is totally was not capable. I was not able to do for whatever reason until this situation culminated, right? Until it became a finished product. There's definitely the sense of finishing here. So the Page of Pentacles rooted down by the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing is happening, and there's this sense of wonder, a sense of, wow, look at all I can accomplish now. Look at all I can do. And that is something that you may be excited about. On the negative side, you may feel like you don't have a choice right now in dealing with this person. Like it's almost like you're birthing a baby together. You may be literally birthing a baby together. And the time when we're like, oh, we're planning and we're all like in a good place about it, and it's so fun and it's so interesting. The time is fast approaching where the birth is going to be happening. And then that's a person then, right? That's something else. The responsibility becomes something else, something different than what it's been these past. Lots of eights here, right? Lots of eights and tens. So we're working on the ending. We're working on closing out. There's a sense of nostalgia here, a sense of joy and pain at the same time. I feel like up until just recently, there's been a lot of fear around this ending, the Nine of Swords. A lot of fear around this ending, like knowing it was coming. But the good news is now I feel like by the sometime during this 3 months, as we get into April and May and even the beginning of June, I think you're going to be seeing things much differently. And if you were in that anxious place about it, I think you're healing that. I think you're seeing possibilities. I think you're relieving yourself of some kind of belief that you were harboring that isn't true anymore. Doesn't exist anymore. Being, let me clarify this Eight of Swords, okay? And the Six of Wands too. So Eight of Swords, please. Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. Two of Cups. Five of Pentacles. This could be leaving behind a partner because the cycle of love has completed, right? We just come to the end. And it just naturally kind of is coming to a completion. There is new love coming in. And I just feel like there might be a little bit of guilt around that because of this ending. It's like, it's too soon. Like, I don't really want, so I'm going to give myself some time here. When the ending happens, you know, you're giving yourself some time, the Seven of Pentacles. But the Eight of Swords, there is something in your mind that's holding you hostage to the old relationship. And it's really the new one that sparked your interest and sparked your passion. This person could be an Aries, a Sag. Yeah, there's Sag here. It's almost like you are running toward it a little bit, but hold up. Like, I'm not telling you to hold up. I feel like that's what you're saying to yourself. Like, okay, hold up. I've got to process an ending. I've got to do, this is what you're learning. I feel like you're learning to heal yourself, and you're learning to be in a healed space so that when you start this new relationship, which is coming in, you might start it based on your work, or you might start doing a mission and a purpose together. Capricorn had a similar reading, that there was an ending and then there was another person that's like a twin flame or something like that. I feel like the earth signs are completing a journey with a person, and they're now able to embrace their twin flame journey more clearly, more collectively too, but more clearly. The person's younger, could be a lot younger, and there might be some fear about what other people think. Okay. There's definitely some guilt about leaving, about the ending of this relationship. Definitely some guilt there. So I'm going to dive deeper into this, and we'll see where we go. You're definitely at a crossroads here, and I'll look a little bit more into intuition and pray as we get into the extended. Okay. All right. If you want to continue on with me, Taurus, there's a link below, so I will see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.